Let's look at the top headlines first. Imphal East Police arrested 2 women drug and explosive dealers. Drugs and explosive making materials recovered. Nine television channels taken off air for code violations, Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur informed. And India reports 17,135 new COVID-19 cases, 47 deaths in last 24 hours, daily positivity rate at 3.69%. Hello and good evening. Welcome to ELITETV English Primetime News at 6. I'm Utpala Longjam. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly, and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. 3 teams of Special Team Imphal East District, including Women Constable and 2 team of Imphal East Commando, have recovered contraband drug and explosives from 2 women drug and explosive dealers from 2 different places, Chekon near Tribal Market in Imphal East and Senapati Bazaar. The arrested women have been identified as Vaining Chong Khongsai, 36 years, wife of Jangminlal Khongsai of Singda Kuki Village, Kangjub Geljang, Senapati, and R.K. Pukurao, 50 years, daughter of R.T. Ku of Kamson Karong, Senapati. Addressing media persons at the conference hall of SP Imphal East, SP M. Pradeep informed that the police teams seized 160 soap cases containing heroin powder weighing 2.70 kilograms, concealed in 3 different bags, 1 mobile phone, an Aadhaar card, and a sum of 5,000 rupees from the possession of Vaining Chong Khongsai, who was arrested on the spot at Chekon near Tribal Market in Imphal East yesterday around 10 a.m. Imphal East SP M. Pradeep further informed that during interrogation, the accused Vaining Chong Khongsai revealed that the confiscated contraband drugs were brought from Myanmar at the rate of 9,000 rupees, and she came to Imphal for transporting the same drug to a woman vendor in Senapati Bazaar, who would further transport the said drug to one unknown non-Manipuri. In the follow-up of the case, the police team arrested the woman vendor identified as R.K. Pukurao from Senapati Bazaar on the same day around 5:10 p.m. and confiscated explosive making materials and other drugs, the SP said, and informed that the police team recovered as many as 30 plastic gelatin, 2 packets of detonator containing 86 detonators, 1 cortex wire of 18 feet, 11 paper wrapped packets containing 3 detonators and 1 cut piece of cortex wire, 1.30 kilograms of opium, 13 grams of heroin powder, 2 mobile phones, 1 Aadhaar card, and a sum of 5,050 rupees from her possession. The SP also informed that during interrogation, R.K. Pukurao revealed that the seized explosive materials were brought from one unknown official who was working at a road construction agency at Wilong, Senapati, and they were sold by doubling the price to prospective buyers suspected to be UGs. The explosive items were suspected to be used by the underground outfits in the planting of IEDs in various places of Manipur in the recent and past. The SP said and added that it is highly suspected that the explosives would be used to create disturbances in the upcoming Independence Day celebration and also in targeting the security forces. Her narco-terrorism link is also being investigated. The arrested persons along with the seized items have been handed over to Porompat police station for taking up necessary legal actions against them, the SP continued.
Identify dry fish market, Senapati market, identify search Makaba, Paliba, 14 one 1 kilogram and 30 gram of opium, 1.30 kilogram of opium pani. Adadi 1 soft case heroin powder, 13 gram. Aduga masida yamna incriminating or haida 30 number of gelatin stick.
Agriculture Minister T.H. Biswajit Singh informed the House that state government has begun working on palm oil tree plantation at Bishnupur, Chandel, Churachandpur, Imphal West, Thawal and Ukhrul under the Center project, and for the state government has completed survey of 66,652 hectare land areas. During the question hour on the 9th day of the 12th State Assembly session, opposition member Kangabok Assembly Constituency MLA Surjakumar Okram tabled to the House that palm oil tree is a monoculture where no other crops or trees can be grown near its area and is consumed most of the water from the nearby water body. Therefore, has there any environment and social impact assessment before the project is taken up at the said areas, and above this, how Jiribam district was included, which was not included in the selected districts by the Center for Palm Oil Tree Plantation in Manipur, Surya Kumar questioned the House. Replying to the query of the opposition member, Agriculture Minister T.H. Biswajit informed that state government has taken environment and social impact assessment as the said identified areas are suitable for the palm oil tree plantation, and on top of it, Jiribam is most suitable for growing betel and coconut. Thus, being a family of betel and coconut, Jiribam district was also selected for the palm oil tree plantation. For this, few fund has also been sanctioned from the center to start the project, Minister Biswajit informed the House.
So far, country as per report the assessment punamaki tawi tawu part specimen gilay bagi port amalay tawina si posima kan Canada bagi poni. Alam sagi lariba Tripura hybrid report karam mano karino hybrid posima. To handak su workshop lae tawi. So many expert learned Mamala Akana oil palm matang the merit and demerit say low and report to show what a laser recommendation Makuna Piramba. This is the honorable member that I placed of the Aduka Lona a cooking Sagi Atopa, unlike Haivadi, South Africa, Aduka, Asian countries in the Karigata Makula Ino, Aduka, Sagi Harbi, UNG, posting the Karino Hakanda, Kogi, Makuna Tormissing Kogi company in a Pitopa. Aduka deforestation si Torakanda, destruction forest, destruction Torakanda oil palms, low and a Thaba. Aduka, Kogi farmers in the Nadrakalgumba, Kogi Lariba. Environmentally Mukone Yam than a Toroputiki Masi Toloponi have reported with the Laiba. Even the Sigi Aswebam or Kanda quick examatum that the quick viable gap funding Hidana. Sahi Malas for the oil palm Tharani, Tharmomatam say the planting material get a Pashalo farmers in the Pirani. Aduga Canada Sahi Manga the Ambiguola Mahiji. According to 4 year policy, any kind of the water city or Masaki high posting the low Machana, Pasha Pizakalay, Masiki guideline to issue them, I really in a Kale to Aqui, Pasha Sanction to walk over Bani, Masiki Posima, and then environmental package it to which the Kenabasi, Indiaga, Atopaga, Kenabasi senior, my thumbs again. To Masaki, Jiri Bangili report to Aquagi, Kamaito, the highway say that Aquagi. Water Makidi, when a later Baduko discussion the area expansion to Bugidia.
T.S. Paul Manipur Women's College Department of Biotechnology NSSL jointly organized a free vaccination drive of COVID-19 for children aged between 12 to 17 at T.S. Paul Manipur Women's College in Mongsangai Mayalekai in association with volunteers of Mongsangai Kanbalop, I beg your pardon. A free medical as well as a free diagnosis center camp was also organized during the free vaccination drive.
Department of Biotechnology TS Paul Manipur Women's College amasung akoigi Mongsangai Kanbalop amasung Metolagi PAC na kusamnaraga sinjaba game amani masisida vaccination free medical camp hybrid for kidney function test kumba liver function test atai test blood sample or atai test to bibagi khudong chama su pizari bena try to simoi jani yang kaya koigi college ki staff kai amadi lekai da lebi ba college ki koi ba lebi ba lekai ani hangi mi su yauna ba.
Pankotphai Waterfall under Tausim subdivision in Tamil Nadu district has been handed over to Tamil district. Faitol segment executive ADC member Hathing Dongal stated Pankotphai village chief Deha Chongloi. The village chief Deha Chongloi made this statement to media persons in a press meet held yesterday. Speaking to media persons, Pankotphai village chief Deha Chongloi said that this waterfall lies in Tamenglong district and this waterfall is in the map of Tamenglong DC and Gazette as well. He stated that he is unable to develop the waterfall since he has given the responsibility to Faitol segment executive ADC member Hathing Dongal as of yesterday.
Uriba Waterfall si ihakilam dani aduga masi Tamenglong DC office dagi sketch map hayna ibiba le aduga akoy Manipur governor na extraordinary gazette CHA 701 aduga gazette number 202 makhadagi akoy Manipur governor na ithokpiba ordinary gazette leibni adugi manungda sigi waterfall si leibni haisi ena pongdu sire aduga sigi waterfall si matam masi develop oi ngam debasi matam duda jangan only leibni na ajikti railway lakpadigi lambin lae ming oina panjabada iti medam haling mahangna masi ina tuwa ngam ngani ina isana puthokpa natraga amarum pangdagi niba natraga sarkardagi niba ina honage ina tawge haibasida aigi thawaiga aigi ninga ipen penjare maramaduna masidagi jesina mana si waterfall si develop oibagi damakta duga nungai bagi damakta hanana bagi damakta phajabagi damakta mana mathawai jauna
On the other hand, Faitol segment executive ADC member Hathing Dongal stated that this waterfall, which is known by people as Pankotphai Waterfall, lies under Tausim subdivision of Tamenglong district. She said she would take responsibility for this waterfall as entrusted upon her. This waterfall has visitors not only from Jiribam, Manipur, but also from Assam. He has requested for the attention of the Chief Minister as well as local MLA Awangbao Nyumai so that she can develop this place to allow the gathering of 200 to 300 people.
Administration, government, administration side again, Aina, Honorable CM da, Honorable Awangbao na, de ama ikatire, aduga Honorable CM na, tourism deputy Hawa, ay Hadabire, adudagi. Soy na koigi Honorable CM Nikim Makata angamba mateng supangani hay na ay kaya basulege aduga mayam gi apamba maongda isinsu mukham thada su kalenda su adum tanaba ay kisagi site su onnagani koi government site su ni bayaba ay niraga request to wait tawraga
Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur has said that 9 television channels have been taken off air for a specified time period between 2017 and 2022 for program and advertising code violation. In a written reply in Lok Sabha, Anurag Thakur said his ministry had also issued directions to block 94 YouTube-based news channels and 19 social media accounts, websites and mobile applications under the Information Technology Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code rules during 2021-22. He added that the Central Board for Film Certification has refused certification to 11 songs between 2017 and 2022. Replying to a separate question, Minister Anurag Thakur said Information and Broadcasting Ministry has asked the Broadcasting Audience Research Council in January to resume news ratings, keeping in view restructuring steps, systems and processes put in place by them. It's time for a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Serene Educational Foundation Nagambal Soramler Infal Class 11 and 12 Science admission Hosere Takadaba subject in the Physics, Chemistry, Biology, Maths Day, and Class 8, 9, 10, the second best foundation course Hosere. CBS and the Boston with one class Legani class Matana Nushil Pumari Makaidagina, Midam Punter Makai Fawani class Hobaki Matana August English and Manipuri. Lupama Sunupi to one then service and the hostel Kudong Sab Legani 8837444089.
Kindergarten Montessori School affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. Admission open for the academic session 2022-23 for Class 11 Science and Arts. Admission fee Rs 5,000 only for self-school students and Rs 8,000 only for other school students. Kindergarten Montessori School has been continuously producing best result in Class 10. Facilities are separate school buildings for secondary and senior secondary, scenic landscape school campus, eco-friendly school campus, CCTV camera of all class, separate science laboratory and library room, 24 hours Wi-Fi internet on school campus. ATL Robotics Lab, van service available. For more details, please contact Principal, Kindergarten Montessori School, Sagolban Takil Kolom Laikai, Imphal West.
The pinnacles of success. Get enrolled to one of the finest schools in Northeast India, UNACO School, Excellence in Education.
Lengshin Birau Sasa Properties. Sasa Properties na pijariba kudong chabasing nasi lobio maruoina Northeast Itil inaw singidamakta ahong mamalda 3 BHK mati 2 BHK flats New Delhi da yamna hong na yonjari. Sasa Properties and Notice Itil announcing the Peter Ripa Kudong Chava Singdi, Lady Nabayun, Shale, Purchase, Renting, Collaboration, Amati Loan Facility, Izagane. Lengshin Birau, Sasa Properties, Balaja Nivas, New Delhi, Akupamarol Bidamakta Koto Birau, 9810993987.
Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News. Acting on the basis of specific information, the officers of Anti-Smuggling Unit of Customs Division, Imphal, nabbed one person along with 1,939 grams of brown sugar at Mantripukri along National Highway 2, Imphal-Dimapur Highway near Mantripukri CRPF camp yesterday around 4:30 p.m. The arrested person has been identified as MD Abdul Kalam, 40 years, son of late MD Satar of Santhel Mamang Lekai, Santhel, Thobal. The contraband drug was carried by the accused in a plastic bag on foot. The recovered drug was seized and the accused, MD Abdul Kalam, was arrested under the relevant section of the NDPS Act 1985. The value of the seized contraband drug is estimated to be worth around 1,93,90,000 rupees. Further investigation to nab the other offender or offenders of the case is going on, informed Deputy Commissioner, Customs Division, Imphal. The Forest Range Officer of Lakhipur in the Kachar district was arrested by the sleuths of the Vigilance and Anti-Corruption Department today. As per reports, the arrested accused has been identified as Debabrata Gogoi, Forest Range Officer Lakhipur. He was arrested on graft charges by the department. As per the reports, the official had demanded a bribe from a person for some official work, but the person, unwilling to pay the bribe, approached the Vigilance and Anti-Corruption Department. SDGP and Director Vigilance and Anti-Corruption GP Singh said the accused was caught red-handed with the bribe money. It may be mentioned that on seeing the Vigilance and Anti-Corruption team, the ranger ran away from his chamber along with bribe money and was caught at a distance of about 1 kilometer from the range office by Vigilance and Anti-Corruption team after a hot chase, he added. With 17,135 new coronavirus infections reported in a day, India's infection tally rose to 4,40,67,144, while the active cases have declined to 1,37,057, according to the Union Health Ministry data updated today. The COVID-19 death toll has climbed to 5,26,477 with 47 new fatalities, the data updated showed. The active cases comprise 0.31% of the total infections, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate was recorded at 98.49%, the ministry said. A decrease of 2,735 cases has been recorded in the active COVID-19 caseload in a span of 24 hours. While the daily positivity rate was recorded at 3.69%, the weekly positivity rate stood at 4.67%, according to the Union Health Ministry. The total number of people who have recuperated from the disease surged to 4,34,33,610, while the case fatality rate was recorded at 1.20%. According to the ministry, 204.84 crore doses of COVID vaccine have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide COVID-19 Vaccination Drive. India's COVID-19 tally had crossed the 20 lakh mark on 7th August 2020, 30 lakh on 23rd August, 40 lakh on 5th September and 50 lakh on 16th September. It went past 60 lakh on 28th September, 70 lakh on 11th October, crossed 80 lakh on 29th October, 90 lakh on 20th November and surpassed the 1 crore mark on 19th December. India crossed the grim milestone of 2 crore on 4th May, 3 crore on 23rd June last year and 4 crore on 25th January this year. The 47 new fatalities include 5 from Maharashtra and Rajasthan, 4 from West Bengal, 3 each from Chhattisgarh, Delhi and Uttarakhand, 2 each from Himachal Pradesh, Manipur and Punjab, 1 each from Chandigarh, Haryana, Jammu and Kashmir, Odisha, Puducherry and Uttar Pradesh. Displeased by U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan, China on Wednesday announced to halt the exports of natural sand to the island, CGTN News reported, citing the Chinese Ministry of Commerce. U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi arrived in Taiwan on Tuesday, despite Beijing's continuous security threats. Beijing maintained that Pelosi's visit is a serious violation of the One China principle and the provisions of the 3 China-U.S. joint communiques. It said the visit gravely undermines peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait and sends a seriously wrong signal to the separatist forces for Taiwan independence. Shortly after Pelosi landed in Taipei on Tuesday, she reaffirmed her country's unwavering commitment to supporting Taiwan's democracy and said this trip is no way contradictory to long-standing United States policy on the self-governed island. Urged by the United States' move, China announced economic sanctions and import bans on several Taiwanese companies producing pastries, baked goods and sweets. On Tuesday, China temporarily halted imports of products from multiple Taiwanese food companies, Taiwan's Council of Agriculture COA confirmed, Focus Taiwan reported. The COA confirmed that the blacklisted companies included producers of tea leaves, dried fruits, honey, cocoa beans and vegetables, as well as catches from around 700 fishing vessels, the agency said. Data from China's General Administration of Customs, however, suggests that multiple Taiwanese companies whose registration status is up to date have also been affected by the ban. On its website, the Customs Administration lists a total of 107 registered Taiwanese brands under the category crackers, pastries and noodles, of which 35 companies are currently labeled imports temporarily suspended despite having up-to-date registration, Focus Taiwan reported. The U.S. House Speaker, who is second in line to the Oval Office after the U.S. Vice President, landed in Taiwan. She arrived in Taipei as part of a congressional delegation's tour of the Indo-Pacific region in the face of the China threat. Minutes after her aircraft landed in Taipei, the Chinese People's Liberation Army PLA announced that it would hold 6 live fire military drills in waters around Taiwan, scheduled to take place from Thursday to Sunday. The Chinese ministry opposed Pelosi's visit to Taipei, saying that Pelosi disregarded China's strong opposition and solemn representations and visited Taiwan, China. China's sovereignty and territorial integrity have seriously undermined the peace and stability of the Taiwan Strait and sent a serious wrong signal to the Taiwan independence separatist forces, the ministry said. China reiterated that Taiwan is an inalienable part of China's territory and the government of People's Republic of China is the only legitimate government representing the whole of China, and Nancy Pelosi disregarded China's strong opposition and solemn representations and visited Taiwan, China. The Chinese officials and experts warned that all the consequences of this highly dangerous and provocative move will be borne by Washington, and such a visit will also forever change the cross-strait situation and deliver a destructive impact on the already difficult China-US relations. Now for some sports news. 4 years ago in Gold Coast, Indian shuttlers were jumping in ecstasy after having upstaged holders Malaysia to clinch the mixed team gold for the first time ever. On Tuesday evening, the roles were reversed as Malaysia dethroned India to become champions of the mixed team competition, as the PV Sindhu-led team had to be content with silver. It came down to former world champion Sindhu to turn things around for India in the women's singles contest. Going into the match with a 2-0 head-to-head record against world number 60 Go Jinwei, Sindhu gave India a phenomenal start, dominating play from the outset. Go found winning even a single point tough until Sindhu gave away points from errors. The world number 7 still maintained a healthy lead throughout the first game until 18-12, when Go suddenly found spring in her step to win the next 7 points and go into lead for the first time in the match. All of a sudden, Go started believing she could pull it off. Go saved a game point, but Sindhu closed it on her second. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitetv.in or 940-289-0982, and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow us on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Before we wind up for the day, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Imphal East Police arrested 2 women drug and explosive dealers. Drugs and explosive making materials recovered. Nine television channels taken off air for code violations, Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur informed. And India reports 17,135 new COVID-19 cases, 47 deaths in last 24 hours. Daily positivity rate at 3.69%. That's all we have for today. Thank you for watching ELITETV English News. Stay safe and have a great evening.